My friends, welcome to my 203D CAD models in FreeCAD series. Today I'll be working on exercise 181, which is a decent looking object with fairly not so simple to say it's a simple object, but it's not that much of complex object either. So it's in the middle, and I will be using FreeCAD 0.22 developers version and per design workbench in that version to build this model. All right, I want to start working on XY plane. No, maybe on this side, YZ plane. So let's put it on the YZ plane and go there. From here, I want to bring in the Exis Cross by pressing AC on the keyboard and relocate the image. So it has two circles on the cross section. Any one of them will be my pick. I'm gonna go ahead and take this one. So this is my center of workspace, and that's all we need the Exis Cross for. So let's take it away by pressing AC on the keyboard. All right, so now we will be drawing the sketch, and here, before I go further into sketching, we have been working on this new sketching feature in per design where we use the same sketch couple times. So now the question is, do you want me to use that feature to build this whole or not, right? So I can do it either way, and I'm thinking it may be easier to build this whole when I do it from on the top side. So with that thought, I'll just go old school, just draw a regular sketch. So per design, create a body, create a sketch on YZ plane. So I'll be using the polyline to build the outside of this model real quick. So here, pressing MMM, it helps. And then, so now, immediately after an arc, the line is always tangential to the arc. So press M couple times to make it a free moving line, and come here. All right, so here, oh no, that's not what I wanted. All right, so here, this would be the correct mode. So that's my outline, right? And here I see two normal constraints, actually one normal. I'm gonna go ahead and delete that real quick. I don't like that normal constraint. We will get it in any other way. All right, so here these 2 points will be at the same center. So hit C on the keyboard and we will come back to this point. All right, and now let's get some center circles right here. And that's actually the sketch. Let's go ahead and put some dimensions to it. So this is going to be 40 radius. And the inside one is going to be 50 diameter. This inside one is 90 diameter. Notice how if it is a full circle, the dimension option is diameter. If it's an arc, the dimension comes as radius. So it took me some getting used to in these two differences. Previously, I was like, I would pick radius and apply radius to everything, or diameter and apply diameter to everything. Doesn't matter if it was a full circle or like an arc. Now the default, so it could be confusing every now and then, so pay attention to that one there. And here I can see there will be a tangency between these two, and then I think the length of this line would also be an important one. And that's a fully constrained sketch, right? And only thing is this fillet. I'm gonna go ahead and apply that fillet right now within this sketch, right? And then this is radius 10, and then make this horizontal. So these are some extra work that I have to do because I wanted to do the fillet when drawing this sketch. All right, so now we got this sketch, right? So that's the sketch. Let's say rename sketch from YZ direction. All right. Now there is a decision to make. Where do I want to make this sketch? Do I want this on this face and then push it backward, or like do I want it in the middle? Given that there is a circular hole that I'll have to draw later on, I'm inclined to keep it in the middle. So the extrusion will be, the pad will be 150 millimeter length of this sketch, and I want to make it in the middle so it would be symmetric to the plane. All right. So most of my object is built. Now I have to make some pockets to make these holes, and that will be all. Let's do that on XY plane. So do some adjustment. Now I don't need the AC, the Exis Cross on this one anymore, because I already have the object. I can align it without the Exis Cross. So let's do that. So it will not have to be like an exact match. It's in a ballpark area would do. All right. Now I want to draw a sketch on XY plane. Does not matter if we want to do an offset or not, because we will do it through all on both direction. So just on standard plane XY. Right. Now here I could use a couple of references or not. So I'm gonna go ahead and hide this pad. So what I want to do is I want to draw this part, and then this part, and then this circle. So these are my 3 holes that I want to make. Okay, before I actually go in and then apply the dimension, let's see if this works. I'm sure it will work, but I just want to make sure like it works. So I can't make this pad visible and take the sketch and make a pocket through all, right, and then symmetric to the plane. Perfect, it's working. So all I have to do is like go back in there and apply some dimension. So this will be length of 110, so I can do it here. And obviously it will be symmetric by this axis. So if you didn't know, symmetric by this axis and symmetric by this point are different thing. For example, if I say this is symmetric by this axis, right, and this at this point this can be moved up and down relative to this axis, it will still be symmetric. But if I said, so let's delete that, if I said symmetric by any point, for example, say origin, this will actually fix it at that point, right? See, if this was horizontal and this line would be immobile, like I cannot move it anymore, it would be symmetric on the lateral side, and up and down it will be fixed too. So when we apply symmetry, depending on which reference object we are doing it against, it can be fixed or it can be mobile in one direction. Right, we need symmetric by this axis, so it can be moved up and down, and then I can say this distance is 40. Right, and actually that should do. I don't need this length to be fixed. As long as it's outside this line, we are fine. Now this one, so the distance is 70, right, and then this distance is 40. Again, that's more than enough, or maybe we want to do this one too. So that's 50 on this side. So let's do some calculation. If it's 50 from this side and 150, so that's 7. I'm going to say that's 25. Yeah, that's 25 from the origin. And that's more than enough. We don't need to fix this part. As long as it's outside, we are good. And this is going to be diameter 60, and this distance is 200. So we see that there are 3 degrees of freedom left. I would be perfectly fine with that. So it's not fully constrained sketch, and it doesn't have to be on this one. And that's our object actually. Oh, there is a fillet, there is a chamfer. So take these two edges and do the chamfering here, and that's a 10 millimeter chamfer, equal distance, 45-degree angle. And there it is, folks. Exercise 181 built in FreeCAD 0.22 developers version effortlessly in per design workbench. Hopefully you like this video. If you have any question, comment or suggestion, please let me know in the comment section below. And thank you for watching. Oh, before I go, I wanted to show you something. This is what I'm working on for this weekend special. This is a video I watched on YouTube. The guy built an aquarium, I guess, out of brick. Not the best design, I'm gonna say, on the aquarium side, but I like the idea, so I was gonna replicate that on the modeling. I think I'm going somewhere, so keep an eye for this model on one of the weekend specials coming up. Anyway, thank you for watching. See you later.